Virtual Reality in Businesses, a presentation by Perry Sanderson. So, what is virtual reality? Virtual reality is a simulation of certain situations that can allow users to experience different real-world and other-world events. So, in other words, it's a technology, and it usually involves some sort of headset or like auditory device, and it allows like a user to sort of step into what is essentially like a video game. And sort of experience things that can be based on the real world, or things that are sort of more fantastical and different, like in like a video game or something like that, like a sci-fi movie or things like that. There are entertainment purposes and educational purposes for this sort of technology. So, like I said, it can be used to sort of experience walking in a video game, or it could also be used to learn things or to practice things. So do businesses really use virtual reality technology? Yes, of course they do. Multiple Fortune 500 companies use it every day in their daily operations. There are many different ways to use virtual reality technology in businesses. The uses go beyond tech or entertainment related organizations too. So businesses that are in manufacturing or service or like retail will use this sort of technology to help them in their operations and to optimize like the experience that their customers have and that their employees have, and to make sure that people are able to get like the best possible experience from their business or their organization. So some ways businesses use virtual reality. The first one is employee training. So virtual reality allows organizations to train new hires to experience diverse situations. That allows like the people, like new hires that they get to come in before their first real shift and sort of go through all of the different possible like ways that a customer interaction should go, and like they can learn what to do if a machine isn't working or something like that, or if somebody makes a special complex order or a large order like in fast food or something like that, so they can feel better prepared when the real thing happens. So that way they can have some confidence in their jobs and understand that there are ways to tackle these situations that seem scary or impossible, and they can learn different skills to deal with difficult customers or unique customers, and they can sort of really prepare for every possible outcome without actually having to risk the reputation of the business on like a real first day when the employee doesn't know what to do and maybe will make some bad decisions because, of course, it is their first day and they don't exactly know what they're doing. The second way is construction visualization, and so architects can use virtual reality to see upcoming projects, which eliminates construction issues early on. So if they have like a building that looks like it'll make sense, but maybe they missed like a millimeter somewhere or something in their measurements, they can see that before they actually start building the project or order the materials, and so they can make sure not to waste time or money. It allows businesses to make changes to designs too. So if they pitch like an idea for like a new corporate headquarters or whatever to an architect, they can like tweak the design so it fits like sort of how they want to be seen by the community. And also along with that, it allows architects to show some corporate heads or whatever that their ideas aren't maybe as good as they think they are, because I know in a lot of cases people who aren't involved in construction and design like to think that they know what they're doing and they really don't. So it'll save like a lot of headache when like a business design or a building design doesn't actually end up as good as the person who ordered it might have hoped that it would. So that's another way that helps. The third way is in sales. So virtual reality allows businesses to sell things in a unique way. So like in a clothing store, you could have like your entire inventory available to see in virtual reality, so people could try on like the clothes in the virtual reality and not have to go into a changing room, which saves a lot of space, so they could have more storage or like more floor space if that's what you wanted. And it could also help reduce the risk of shoplifting, because I know a lot of shoplifting goes on in dressing rooms. People take in merchandise and remove tags and hide it, and then they just walk out with it. And I know that's a lot of headache for the people in charge trying to sort of make up for that and like put up precautions against it and stuff, because you can't put a camera in a dressing room, of course, so they have to come up with other unique ways to sort of stop that from happening. Number 4 is in manufacturing. So virtual reality can be used to visualize projects or materials, which helps eliminate waste and it saves a lot of time. It also allows manufacturers to save time building multiple models physically, which of course saves resource, and it allows for multiple environment tests to ensure the optimal safety of things like planes or cars is met. So like, you can see how your plane would handle flying through a storm, or you can see how your car would hold up in like a head-to-head crash without actually like having to waste a ton of different materials. Like, of course you would do real life and like non-virtual reality tests too, but the virtual reality, if you do that first, you can see like if it absolutely will not hold up at all, you don't have to waste the time building it. You can scrap it and start over fresh without actually wasting anything, except for maybe like a day of programming that into virtual reality or something like that. So it saves a lot of time and headache and money, of course. And the fifth way is in speech preparation, which I don't feel like a lot of people would think of virtual reality for this, but executives of companies are able to run upcoming speeches by virtual reality audiences. So you can present your speech to a crowd of AI, essentially, and sort of they'll react and give you pointers, and you'll learn sort of how to phrase your speech and how to word it so that it is well received and that the crowd will like it before you actually give it and risk your reputation. It helps you develop speaking skills too, so you can be cool, calm, and collected, so the audience will trust you more and be more open to your ideas. And along with that, you develop your body language too, so that you seem calm and confident, so you don't come off as nervous as you might feel. And also, you've gone over the speech one or more times before you actually give the speech in front of an audience, so you sort of know more what to expect, and that can lead to a much more successful speech, and you can get more of the result that you were looking for. So what businesses use virtual reality? The short answer is that many do. There are a lot that you might not expect, such as Walmart, Boeing, and UPS, and I think these are three interesting examples because they each use it in a different way. Like, respectively, it would be used for sale projection, manufacturing aid, and employee training, so they can, like I said, like let their employees practice in different environments, or make sure that selling things is going well, making sure that their planes, if you're Boeing, making sure the planes are like up to code and can withstand what they need to and are comfortable. So just things like that. So what is the future of virtual reality tech? Business use of virtual reality tech is projected to continue and increase. As the tech becomes more refined, there will be even more ways to use it. Like, they'll come up with new inventions and new different unique ways. Like, you can come up with different processes or something like that, like using virtual reality that you can then implement in real life. And in the future, virtual reality systems will more than likely be created specifically for business use. So as opposed to simply using existing tech, large organizations will develop a unique system to optimally meet their every need. So they'll hire teams to like develop technology specifically for them, so like specific training protocol and things like that. And I know some businesses are sort of dipping their toes into that right now, but I imagine as we step into the future, it'll become more and more prominent. So what does this mean? We are rapidly increasing our technological abilities. Virtual reality is becoming more lifelike every day. Humans are following our natural instinct to better our surroundings. We are building a better and more efficient world with virtual reality technology. It's a good thing. So every time we make a new sort of development in virtual reality, we're one step closer to creating like a more optimal and efficient world, which is great for a lot of people, because nobody likes to waste time, and wasting time is wasting money. And in our current society, you can't waste money. That's a no. So everybody sort of wins, because virtual reality doesn't really hurt anybody. It allows employees to get better at their jobs and learn what to expect, and it allows corporate heads to spend less money and be able to get better service. It lets customers experience that better service, so that they're more likely to shop at the business. And overall, like, it creates more tech jobs too for people who are working in the tech industry and are developing the virtual reality. So overall, it's good. It helps people, and it's a very useful tool. And these are my citations. I hope you enjoyed my presentation on virtual reality in businesses. Thank you.